Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I'm here for the Make Paper Art Design team and I'm using the Loop-de-Loop background that you see here. And I basically just took that background, cut it out on the silhouette with various strips of scraps of paper. And I didn't actually cut off the frame outside of silhouette. I actually took that off with the knife tool in silhouette. So, I mean, you could do it either way. It would be easy enough to just cut it out after it cut the entire thing. But I wanted different pieces of pattern paper. So one of the tricks I do whenever I'm using a pattern paper I don't really care for, I'll do a cut file with it. And that way you can't really tell it's not that cool of a piece of paper, but these were really cool pieces of paper. The only one I didn't really care for was the one that's in blue. It had writing all the way across, but you can't tell because of the cut file. So if you do have paper, instead of throwing it out, it's always fun to back your pages with it if they have mixed media, or to do something like this with a cut file. And that way you can still utilize your scraps or maybe that piece of paper you were going to throw out. So I like to try and look at cut files in different ways than how they're originally designed. Sometimes I use them just the way they are, but I actually like to see what I can do to make them different. And so I think I've done that here. I'm taking a little bit of trim from my Citrus Twist kit from June, and those scraps are from the same kit, I think, except for the one right above the bottom yellow trim. I think that was in my stash. And as you can see, it cut beautifully, and all of her designs are fun to play with, so I would encourage you to go check her out. I'm going to leave a description bar link and information on how to find her Facebook group. I'm also going to put that at the end of the video. So if you noticed the beginning of the video, I do have a discount code. Please use that to get 10% off of every cut file that you purchase in our Etsy shop. And yeah, it makes for fun. So I just took this picture of London. This was for her birthday in January. She turned 18. And I grabbed some more scraps. And I had these printed together, but I ended up cutting them apart because they're kind of small, and I thought they would snuggle into a couple of areas in between this cut file, and I'm going to show you that here in a second after I trim it up. So I do like the way it turned out. I think it was fun, it was quick, it was easy. That's something I like about sketches and cut files. You just don't have to think. Scrap lifting, that makes it easy. You just, you know, and you can make it your own. You can do whatever you want to with it and make it your style. So this is my trusty favorite roller date stamp by Heidi Swap, and I just put her birth date on this little cut apart label, and it's in a nice soft purple. And those little ephemera pieces are from the Elle Studio Noteworthy collection, and that came in my Citrus Twist June kit. And I don't think I ended up using this purple one. I don't have the layout right in front of me, but that label up at the top in purple I really wanted to use, and I don't think I could find a place for it. But I do use several of these labels. And oh, these little butterflies, they're kind of whimsical and fun, and I end up popping them up so they have some dimension as well. So I love to use my trusty score tape. Nothing's going to fall off, and I don't have to use a ton of it. So that's what you see me putting on the back for adhesive. Now, for whatever reason, these Elle Studio ephemera pieces didn't cut that well, so I don't know if that was just my pack or the whole, you know, way it was cut. I don't know. But I ended up you know, getting the little scruffies off. And believe me, as somebody who does a lot of print and cut and has even outsourced it professionally, it's not easy to always get it right. So you just do the very best and most professional job that you can. So some of those little labels say things like real life, important, now, you know, just fun, very, you know, remember this moment kind of labels. That one says awesome, and that was an awesome day. I was so excited that she turned 18, even though she's my baby. I thought that was quite a milestone. And True and I were even talking yesterday, and she had said something like, well, it's been 5 years since I graduated high school. And I was like, what in the world? Are you serious with me? And she's going to be 23 next month, and you know, it actually has been over 5 years, so I couldn't believe it. I just can't believe how fast my kids have. It's almost like when they're really, really little, they grow slower than when they're older. When they're older, time gets faster, and I don't know if that's because I'm older or because they're older. I'm not sure, but it's quite the phenomenon. So if you're on that ride, enjoy them while they're little, because once that's gone, you don't get it back. So, but I still find fun ways to scrapbook them, so they can't ever escape that. I'm a scrapbook mom. I also took some cut aparts from the Citrus Twist labels, and I'm going to end up adding a couple of cheeky studio things. And I do like that L Studio Noteworthy collection. It's just kind of simple and easy to use with everything. I've gotten to where I really like clean lines. Even though I still get messy with my mixed media, I do like to throw in a couple of clean lines, clean colors, soft and pretty. And if you do cut files, you can, you know, do that with anything you want. So you can make it any color, if any paper, or you can watercolor it. Now that flare is from the Wishes collection from Cheeky Studio. I got the white bow from Cheeky Studio, and then I'm adding some more of these, well, not some more, but some epoxy dots that are from that L Studio Noteworthy that was in my Citrus Twist. And I do think I ended up using a few of these little enamel dots from the Wander collection. And that's from My Mind's Eye. I do like to use the glue dots to secure my bows and my flare. You'll see me do that a lot. That's really the best adhesive for them, I have found. And it's not messy. It's not wet, so. Oh, this is where I bring in my title. So I felt like it was just, it was lacking a title. Normally I don't feel that way, and this layout I very much felt that way. I'm adding a little bit of, I think that's Sunset Strip by Shimmers. And I end up grabbing these thickers that came in the, yeah, that's Sunset Strip. Thickers that came in the Citrus Twist kit, and the thickers are called Chill. It's funny because when I actually showed you, I was looking down at my paper where I wrote it down. But it is a lovely, it's almost like a bronze and copper mix of color. It's hard to explain. Maybe it's a, I don't know, a dark champagne or something. I really don't know how to explain that color. It's not gold. It's not rose gold. It's more on the rose gold side. I don't know. I'm not sure how to explain that color, but it is lovely. And so I'm going to use that as my title that says favorite memories, and I'm just kind of going backwards. And I thought particularly that one spot over the yellow trim at the bottom was a perfect place to house a title. And then the favorite, I thought, went well up at the top. So you've got some balance there between the two. And I just love it. I think it turned out fun, and like I said, I'm gonna have information for you at the end of the video, how you can find Amanda's Facebook group and her Etsy shop, And this particular one is called Loop-de-Loop Background. And I'll have still pictures at the end as usual. And I hope you're having a lovely evening, and I hope you get in some scrap time and get to have some fun. But for now, I will say goodbye. I will have another video for you soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.